We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 46 yards. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now White with a first down throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now White. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, White. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, White. And he finds Corey Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, White caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
54, right there, right there.
From the 36, White dancing to his left. This is Smith with a grab. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On first down, Purdy. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 26 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Come on now. Let's do this.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On second down, a run with Hall. And some room to work. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hall again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's Johnson again on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. White looks to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. Off play action, here's White. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down. A give up the middle to Carter. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done. Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
2nd down and 8. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 1st down, it's White. And avoids the contact by sliding. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's White. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now White. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. White. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We say we use them to start the second half and get us going.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he's got some space here. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From the 31, White. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 25. White on 1st and 10. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hall again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing here, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Hall again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A White's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll hand it off now. Johnson, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing on 2nd down. Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets.
Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Fields forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Hall on a give up the middle.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, decided to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The play fake, now White. He finds his man Johnson. He's got room at the 30. And some room to roam now. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back to the ground with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Steps away to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. On 1st and 10, White. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Throwing again on 2nd down. White. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That was Eddie Jackson on the safety blitz, dropping the quarterback. To throw on 3rd down. White. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now White on 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 36 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word, if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
Being chased out left.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9. White over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Hall. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap. Fields locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now it's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Buying time to his left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. To the air again, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
3rd and 2, Fields. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll roll him out right. Caught here by Griffin. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now Hall to start the drive. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and their inner city rivals, the New York Giants. It's the battle for New York, or New Jersey for that matter. The Giants and Jets are underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
White looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now White. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll give him 4 yards there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. To throw, White. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Paul again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught. So the try for 2, good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, White. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw is White on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Off play action, here's White. Rolling to his left. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. On second down, a run with Hall.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Hall again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are able to add on to their first-half lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading